Oftentimes, mothers who have been breastfeeding their babies will notice a little bit of a decrease in their milk supply, usually between 6 and 8 months of age, as solids are introduced and babies start to eat more solid food and drink a little bit less. For example, once a baby is well established on solid foods, and this usually happens between 8 and 12 months, they're eating solids for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And in the mix, a baby usually drinks about 4 to 6 ounce bottles. So if you feel like your baby's drinking and eating about this much and they're happy and healthy and gaining the appropriate amount of weight, then things are going well and there's no cause for concern. So you asked a really good question. You want to know if your milk can just dry up entirely. And sometimes a mother's body does just self-wean, or sometimes babies decide to wean themselves. They're just not as interested in breastfeeding once they become well established on solids. So there are ways to see if you can boost your milk supply if you desire to continue nursing, like if you pump and nurse more frequently, that will stimulate your body, and this may or may not be helpful. If all else fails, like you mentioned, the most important thing is that your baby's needs are met, and your baby's needs can be met with solid food and formula. And then once your baby's a year of age, then you can switch to whole milk. But until then, you need to use either breast milk or formula. If you're still making a little bit of milk, you don't need to switch to formula entirely. If you want, you can either nurse your baby and then feed a bottle of formula, or just pump some expressed breast milk and feed that as well as formula so that your baby's getting a little bit of both. They will continue to get the benefits of breast milk while getting the nutrition they need from formula. Talk with your pediatrician if you have more concerns or questions about it, or if you're just not sure if your baby's meeting certain milestones and gaining the appropriate amount of weight. They can answer all those questions for you. But if you have more questions for me in the future, please feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.